Joel Embiid's talent has never really been in question. On his day, the Philadelphia 76ers big man is one of the best players in the NBA, a dominant force who can change the course of a game on both ends of the floor. But the problem is, those days are becoming far too rare. Injuries have robbed him of consistency, and the Sixers fan base is starting to wonder if their franchise cornerstone can ever return to his peak form. A new report from NBA University has only added to the frustration. According to the numbers, Embiid earned the highest salary per game in the league last season. The 31-year-old suited up for just 19 games in the 2024-2025 campaign. Every time he stepped on the floor, he made a staggering $2.7 million. That's not his weekly salary. That's not his monthly paycheck. That's per game. And while the Sixers were struggling without their star, Embiid was cashing in like no other. Of course, this wasn't all his fault. Embiid was dealing with lingering knee issues and nagging lower body problems that never really went away. The Sixers tried to manage his workload, giving him rest days and pulling back his minutes. But no matter what they did, the injuries piled up. By spring, it was clear he wouldn't make it through the season, and in April, he underwent arthroscopic surgery. The dominant Embiid that fans had grown accustomed to was nowhere to be seen. When he did play, the numbers told the story. Embiid averaged 23.8 points per game. Now, for most players, that's an impressive stat line. But for Joel Embiid? That's underwhelming. This is a player who has led the entire NBA in scoring. This is a former MVP. And in 2025, he looked like a shell of himself. The ferocity, the dominance, the ability to take over games, it just wasn't there. For Philadelphia, that reality is brutal. With Embiid at his best, they're contenders. They still have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Quentin Grimes, but without a healthy Embiid, the Sixers are not the same. He's a generational talent, a 7-footer who can score inside, step out to hit mid-range jumpers, and even pass at an elite level. That skill set is irreplaceable. But here's the real kicker: as of now, there is still no official timeline for Embiid's return. Training camp updates have been vague, and the Sixers front office is taking a cautious approach. They want him fully healthy before he sets foot on the floor again. After last year, nobody is willing to take chances. This upcoming season is essentially a reset button for Embiid and the Sixers. Fans, however, can't ignore the financial side of this story. $2.7 million per game. It's a shocking figure. Imagine sitting out 63 games in street clothes, and still making superstar money every night. That's the business side of the NBA, and last season, Embiid benefited more than anyone else. For Sixers fans, it stings. They know what he's capable of. They know how much he means to their championship hopes. And yet, year after year, the injuries keep coming. Some are starting to wonder whether the team has put too much faith in a player who simply can't stay on the floor. On the flip side, there's still some goodwill for Embiid. After all, he did suit up for Team USA in Paris and helped them win the Olympic gold medal. That at least gave fans a glimpse of what he can still bring to the game when healthy. But winning on the international stage isn't the same as grinding through an NBA season. Now, the pressure is squarely on Embiid. That kind of salary, those kinds of expectations, they demand results. Philly doesn't just want the Embiid who puts up 24 points and sits the next week. They want the MVP. They want the guy who drops 40, who bullies defenders in the paint, who makes the Sixers a legitimate force in the Eastern Conference. Anything less, and those massive paychecks will start to look like a running joke. The city of brotherly love is waiting. The Sixers are waiting. And perhaps most of all, Embiid himself is waiting for his body to cooperate. The story isn't over yet, but this next chapter has to be big. Because for Joel Embiid, and for Philadelphia, time is running out.